Welcome to Live from St Kilda with Ben Murphy. On tonight's show, comedian and podcast superstar Luke Kidgel. Nicole Hilford and the Rose Limbs perform live in the studio. Comedy from Aidan Jones and Johnny Balance. And Lance DeBoyle from Channel 31 joins us for fan favorite segment, I Can't Be Arsed. It's all happening down here in St Kilda, so let's bring him out. The man, the myth, the legend. Here's your host, Ben Murphy.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you so much. Good evening. How's everyone doing? Are you good? Excellent. Well, hello, I'm Ben Murphy, and welcome to Live from St Kilda. Now, I don't know if anybody's heard, but Netflix has had a really bad start to the year, and for the first time ever, lost customers. Interesting, because that was around the time that this show started. Coincidence? I think not. Live from St Kilda is broadcast all over Australia. Hello to those of you watching in Adelaide, where the local time is 1983. Welcome. Hello there. We're also international. Yeah. Hello, Perth. Great. Don't adjust your sets. Yes, there seems to be a gay man on the telly that's not in handcuffs and being punished. That's now by choice and after hours. Yes, some parts of Australia need to progress a little bit more. Speaking of progress, Snapchat has launched the first ever selfie drone to help users get that perfect angle. It's also a great way for you to identify which of your friends you need to unfriend. Get out of here. And the World Snooker Championship took place recently. Ronnie O'Sullivan defeated Judd Trump. It's the second time in recent history a Trump with small balls has lost a big contest. And did you all hear about Dave Chappelle getting attacked on stage? Yeah, first Chris Rock and now him. There's a spate of violence against hilarious people. So good thing I'm perfectly safe. Whew. Now, this week, as you've probably seen, has been filled with amazing celebrations for the amazingly camp music competition, Eurovision. Are you excited for Eurovision? Yes. Though Russia's not competing, that would be Euro invasion. I do absolutely adore Eurovision, though. In the space of 3 songs, I go from feeling confused to terrified to turned on. And this year, yet another Australian will be competing in Eurovision. Good luck, Sheldon Riley. Fun fact, one of them is me in makeup, without makeup. Yes. In other entertaining news, later this month, the new Top Gun movie is coming out. Woo! Finally, Hollywood has listened to us and we get a chance to see what a 90-year-old Scientologist looks like playing shirtless volleyball with a bunch of other retirees. Super exciting stuff. Actually, the sequel sees a nearly 60-year-old maverick replace his aircraft carrier for a cruise ship. A Tom cruise ship. And his fighter jet for a new hip. Tom actually demanded that this one be set on a cruise line, so finally he'd be happy and openly surrounded by seamen. Too soon? No. I do love the original Top Gun movie, though. It is such a classic, and people everywhere are still quoting it. I can't go to any rave or nightclub without hearing at least one person going, I have a need for speed. It's also Friday the 13th today. Ooh. But just to make sure my team felt safe, I hired some big security guard for tonight's performance. He's got a full face mask, so he's COVID safe, which is good. It's also World Migratory Bird Day, and you can't make this up. Most other world days are interesting, but I got to say, this one's gone south. And now I to go. Strap yourselves in. It's also my favourite day of the week today. It's International Pirate Day. Have you heard of that? Yes. Well, we actually... did you hear about the deaf pirate? No? Someone cut his buccaneers off. We had a lot more jokes about this, but we couldn't say them on TV, unfortunately, because they're all rated R. Speaking of pirates, Ellen DeGeneres' show Ellen is in its final couple of weeks. The icon has been saying it will be great to finally have a nice break and rest her voice after so many years of screaming at interns. She's actually off to be an advisor to Kim Jong-un, where her talents as an awful human being will be appreciated. Now, that is a career change. Today is also Robert Pattinson's birthday. You know, in the original Twilight book, Edward is described as cold, stubborn, and freakishly pale. Yeah, Robert Pattinson isn't the first person I think of. And there's just over a week left until the federal election. Are you excited for the election? Yeah, no, of course, there is a lot that can change in a week. Maybe, just maybe, it'll actually become interesting. We all know. Now, as we all know, the election is fast approaching, and there aren't many things to love about election time. But I'd have to say my favourite part is the election sausage sizzle, which is always good. My least favourite part, however, is the sausage party. And with huge inflation and skyrocketing interest rates, both major parties are scrambling to cut the cost of living, with the Liberal Party suggesting smaller deposits for house loans and the Labor Party subsidising smashed avocado, which is incredible for Melbourne. It's also National Blame Someone Else Today, or as the politicians call it, another day. And finally, the Kardashians have a new show on Disney+. Yeah! And it's been met with some mixed reviews. I personally think the Kardashians and Disney are a good fix. A good fit, even. Both are completely fake and the expressions are drawn on. Disney were originally concerned about Kim's previous adult sex tapes. But thankfully, those tapes are getting harder to find. On tonight's show, we have music from Nicole Halford and the Rose Limbs performing live. Yeah! Incredible magic and circus from Johnny Balance. A Lance de Boyle from Lance TV to play I Can't Be Arts. Yeah. And on our chit-chat couch tonight, celebrity podcast and comedy superstar Luke Kidgel. He'll be sitting right here in just a moment. So all that's left to say is welcome to Live from St Kilda with me, Ben Murphy. Well, if you enjoyed that video, be sure to hit like and subscribe below and tune in daily for more amazing content.